All right, excuse me. So, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and break this down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is Shay Seeking from American Aborigines Unchained on Facebook and American Empress Unchained on YouTube. And again, this is not your mama's Bible study. I'm never here to tell you what it is or what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. So again, this is going to be part 2 of something about Revelation 6 and about the blood moon or whatever. And some of the other things, again, that I feel have to do with the tarot that are in the text. Okay. And just a sense, there's like a sensation or a sense of something, right? And I know that, again, people, I'm trying to be at peace. I'm trying to be in the hermit card kept wanting to come out. I'm trying to be in chill mode. I'm just trying to like just listen to source and just trying to go within and everything. But I just feel like, again, there's this energy around. It's always coming around. It just, it's so irritating. Like I said, and it just wants to try and, show me. And it's not irritating. I shouldn't say that because that sounds really, you know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate all the downloads and, all the pressure even that I feel comes from other energies and stuff like that. Because again, it just sharpens my sword. It just, you know, makes me a little bit more keen, okay? But sometimes I just want to relax. Sometimes I just don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's just what it feels like, okay? So again, we're in 6, right? And it says, and I watched and the Lamb broke the seal and began to unroll the scroll. Then one of the 4 living beings, and the voice sounded like thunder, said, come. I looked, and there in front of me was a white horse. Its rider carried a bow, and a crown was placed upon his head, and he rode out to conquer in many battles and win the war. Okay, so again, this could be energy, and again, that could be it. That could be what I'm sensing right now. I could just be sensing that kind of energy, that somebody is wants to make war. That could be mentally, that could be physically, that could be, you know what I'm saying, with some kind of device. That can be anything, you know what I'm saying? But we have this here, the Knight of Swords, right? And actually, you know what I'm saying? I did see a music video, actually, right? That came out today. You know what? And I noticed, and just to let you guys know, when I get these kind of signs, it may have something to do with the person, but it may have something just to do with the images. Sometimes I think that we're dealing with like father time or time something, right? And so again, the fact that at certain very moments with just random YouTubers or this and that, either we're in a simulation or again, something has already charted this all out and it's written here. And so what church and religion has done to kill the conscious or to create like some kind of, I don't know, false narrative or notion, right? Some kind of blockage or whatever. And it's almost like for that vision to flash, for me just to be sitting there, that music video came out. It was, I don't know what it was called, but I think it was by Eminem, right? And there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. You know, I think it had like some stuff to do with the Venom dude or whatever in there, the movie or whatever. It was kind of like clips and stuff from that, okay? And I don't know. Like I said, the way I see stuff is like through, like, they just come like that or whatever. So I'm just wondering if just the sound and the lights and certain things that I've seen, like, have I been here before? Like, what is it that pinpointed that moment, and why did I just think about it when we were just reading this? But that's just what happened to me within the past hours or so, 2-3 hours. That made me think about that because it was like a lot of crashing and booming in that video or whatever. Okay, and I was trying to kind of listen to the lyrics, but I was actually on the phone at the same time, right? Okay, so it says, then one of the 4 living beings with a voice sounded like thunder said, come. All right. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've seen something, right? Yeah, actually. I can't, because that's what I started all this. I was looking up a word. Matter of fact, right after that. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Okay. That's crazy, y'all. All right. I looked. In front of me was a white horse. Its rider carried a bow, and a crown was placed upon his head. He rode out to conquer in many battles and win the war. Okay, so again, we see these with the white horses. You know, I don't know, y'all. I mean, we got death here, okay? And what was he giving the order to? Make war, okay? So again, I wonder if there's something deeper to this thing about these. I just wonder if it's something deeper to this stuff that they're talking about shipments coming in. Or not, you know? Knight of Swords. And all the time I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense. Knight of Swords. All right. I don't know if he got a crown or not. I can't tell. It might be something hidden in his clothing or something. Who knows? Right? But I mean, he's on a white horse and he looked like he ready to go make war. I mean, he charging in. I mean, maybe in a minute we can look at what it actually means. This one ain't charging in. Yeah, this one is not charging in. Okay? Yeah. Rode out to conquer. But I mean, we do have the sun though, right? The sun energy. Ride out to conquer. You know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Today it felt like I got a lot of stuff out and it just felt like but I started feeling bad because and that's just me sometimes. I mean, I don't mean that I'm had to change what I got to do or whatever, but it made me feel bad that if I make it, and that's the thing. So that's a part of my growth though. I can't afford that right now. I can't afford that to stop me from doing what I'm doing. Yeah, it's not like a baby though, like the youth, someone of their youth or whatever. I don't think that this is charging. He's not charging, okay? The rider carried a bow. And again, he does have, this could be a bow in his hand. We could consider that as a bow, even though it is the staff or whatever. I mean, a staff could be, you know what I'm saying, okay? Yeah, I think it's talking about this card here, okay? The Sun card, all right? Okay, and win the war, okay? Many battles and win the war. And again, maybe this has something to do representation of like spiritually a whole, like the way I do these videos here is a lot of information in there, like to unravel, I feel sometimes, and then it says he unrolled the scroll and to the second seal and broke it open too. And I heard the second living being say, come, okay? So then he broke a seal or whatever, and somebody else said, come, okay? This time a red horse rode out, okay? Its rider was given a long sword, okay? Okay, a red horse rode out. So again, this is, it doesn't say that the person was on the horse, right? Right? It doesn't necessarily say the person is on the horse. It just said a red horse rode out. This could be representing the red cloth. I was trying to look at the details on here to see if there was something there. I don't really see anything. But again, justice, right? Let's see. Okay. And given a long sword and the authority to banish peace and bring anarchy to the earth. Okay. War and killing broke out everywhere. Okay. I mean, this sounds crazy. I'm wondering if this already happened. You see what I'm saying? I'm wondering if this already happened. Or is this what we're approaching with all the secretive, not talking about all the crime in the streets? You know, it's almost like the purge energy. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's what it's almost like, the purge. It's like, hide your wife. You know what I'm saying? Hide your kids. I mean, maybe that's just the energy, like I said, that I'm getting. Because if they're talking about $17 million for some hostage or something, like, I don't even know who we could be talking about, but you know what I'm saying? How I be looking at this stuff, they giving us the perception of something, but what the hell are we really talking about? I think this is this card here. And I just don't know who wants justice. Is it unjust people want justice from justified people? Or is it the other way around? Is it justice being served because of the messed up things that people that are in certain positions and don't normally get penalized have to pay for their participation in these things? Do somebody else want justice? I'm just wondering. Because this says to take peace away from the earth. So again, we chilling. We in hermit mode. We just talking to source. We sitting around here. We in peace. I already said my piece earlier. I told you I was going to just chill for a minute or whatever. And then now all this other energy is coming here. And to be honest with you, I'm not trying to fall for the okie doke. I do feel like, again, this is just some kind of way to poke a bear. It's a way to poke the bear. To get it off of the throne. But, I mean, not that I don't see that, you know, certain things are laid down, but for people to make fun and say above the law, well, obviously some of these people that are in these positions of these powers that shouldn't be. Bring anarchy to the earth. Again, the earth could be considering, you know, indigenous people, autochthonous people, the actual people. Because again, what has been happened? The people that, no matter what skin color you are, but we are talking about the dark-skinned people that were here before anyone came here. Now, Esther was supposed to warn about the slaughtering of the 90-something, right? Is this something where somebody wants somebody to comply to something, and if you don't comply to it, not only will they make sure you can't eat, they're going to try to make sure other people can't eat, and then they'll turn to other people against you because they can't eat when you damn near can let them eat. But what you're trying to do is crucify and vilify and, you know, have control over someone. So you can blame it on them instead of you for what you have done to cause this issue that's happening with the earth, on the earth right now. And all the time you spent harassing, you could have been leading. But somebody did something and somebody took something and they don't want to give it back. And whatever this is, it runs deep. That's why I got a lot of enemies. That's what I feel. I feel some people got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, and that's just what it is. And it's the same thing that I warned us of, or you of, is that there are people here acting as if though that is what they're doing. They got the real ones out the way. Now they the ones that you look up to, and that was the one I told you. You were signing up for these tribes, these groups, these whatever. You better pay attention. You better know who you're dealing with. Worse things have been said on YouTube and on the internet than people talk about my 1,800 subscribers on this channel. To bring anarchy to the earth. And again, now it's judgment of the earth and the heavens and the big and the small. Because not one person stood. And it's a shame when you know some of these people that have been in the community that did give their all. Killing broke out everywhere. And this would just be, again, people fighting all over. People, all the groups, the tribes, everything, all the nation building, everything falling apart because not one stone will be kept. Not one stone will be unturned. That the builders used to build that. And then all that building just to put a false. And they wonder why God would have been mad. It's war. This already happened, I think. This already happened, I think. I really do. I think this already happened. When he had broken the third seal, I heard the third living being say, "Come." And I saw the black horse and its rider holding a pair of balances in his hand. And the voice from among the four living beings said, "A loaf of bread for $20, or 3 pounds of barley flour." But there was no olive oil or wine. Okay. I don't know. This is making me think, like I said, about trade and about commerce and things like that. And I don't know why I was looking at this black horse or whatever, this kind of energy here. But you know, there's a baby underneath there. And he holding a fish. And at first I was thinking, is this a balanced scale or something like that? I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? But the shell is over her head. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. But we do have here, I mean, they're not on the horse or anything, but again, the sword is there and then the scale, like I said, with the justice card, okay? And it's kind of like inflation, right? A loaf of bread for $20. Right? It's almost like something about inflation here. And even like inflation, maybe even when, maybe there was already some talks. I'm just heard something say like, maybe there was some talks about these alleged, you know, people that are held hostage or whatever. And that somebody, you know, like I said, is trying to up the price now or something. Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like almost somebody's being used. Somebody's being something. But again, like I told you when they said the Taliban said something about they will not kill these people, whatever, because they were valuable. But then, you know, like I said, I don't know. And I feel like, again, the U.S. is trying to use anything they can to defile them, try to make it seem like, you know, somebody like me cannot, you know what I'm saying, participate or do, again, what I've been sent here to do. Right? So again, anything to make someone look sideways, right? The corporation, right? And again, I would believe that they would try to really cull or get rid of some of these people in these places, and or just and and like I said, this could be a spiritual sense, a literal sense, through legalities, through the social credit system that you're entering into or already into, that people don't want to talk about, just making it so you can't be someone that would be in the system. And when the fourth seal was broken, I heard the fourth living being say, "Come." And now I saw a pale horse, and its rider's name was Death. Okay, so again, that's why we got the Death card out here. It just got straight to the point. There's your pale horse. There's your Death card. Matter of fact, I was about to say it looked like barley, but it's the sun, I guess. And there followed after him another horse whose rider's name was Hell. Okay, so I don't know, Abad and Apollyon, I don't know, maybe that's that card. You know what I'm saying? Right? Maybe that was the card that we had earlier when it comes to the, I don't want to have to look for it right now, but because we just showed us so many. Was it the Knight of Pentacles? Or, let's see. I saw a pale, okay, and the rider was Death, and follow him was another horse whose rider name was Hell. I don't know. I think, yeah, I think that's talking about the Apollyon, Abaddon, the Pentacle, the Knight of Pentacle, I think it was. Yeah, because it's not really saying the color, but I mean, if any of them look hellish in this deck, that would be it. I mean, actually, it looks a lot scarier even than the Death card to me. Even though that's probably not what it means, I'm just saying. Okay. They were given control of 1/4 of the earth to kill with war and famine and disease and wild animals. Okay. I was about to say wild Indians. How was I about to say that? Again, so you know, this is making me think this is that kind of cocky, kind of something energy or whatever. Like I said, where there might be something that's going on, and you know what I'm saying? Somebody might be trying to get people to sign up for something or take something from someone for help or whatever. And I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, you might as well just go and get, if somebody waiting for me to take something from somebody that I'm about to be under, and somebody waiting for me, and then my people and their children and these children are gonna have to pay for this later on. Just let me know what's going on. Where's my boundary? Where's my border wall? Tell me what it is. How I protect the people. Don't try to sit there and lie, and don't try to act like I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what it is so I can really do what I need to do. Why is we playing around if that's the case? And when I talk like this, people looking at me like I'm crazy probably. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, they'll let it just burn and oh, this person thinks they know so much. Okay, well, let's just let them. Okay, but we'll never tell them that that's what the case is. We'll just leave it like this, and we'll just see what they'll do, and we'll just let it fall. We'll let it burn, and you know, everything will be just, you know, and then we can laugh about it and say like, okay, see, this person can't do it. Let's move these other people in when you never even knew nothing. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine something like this is what the stuff I be thinking when it comes to Truman Show, and when it comes to, like I said, the energy that I'm feeling. Like it's a game to these people. Like it's a joke. Right? So again, yeah. 1/4 of the earth, right? To kill with war. And this is why we haven't been talking about all this crime and stuff in these neighborhoods and stuff, because it speaks to some of your very own people. That be the ones that be done did some shit like this, and you want to just sit there and say what the white man did, and you mad at people that say something about white supremacy and how we need to look at this a second way, and people still trying to push that bogus stuff and have you all in your feelings, and the whole time. And when he broke open the fifth seal, I saw an altar, and underneath it, all the souls of those who have been martyred for preaching the word of God and for being faithful in their witnessing. Okay, so again, I think that has something to do with the one card. All right, I think I put it back, but which was it? No, not the Lovers. Goodness, y'all. Oh man, because I gotta show you. It wasn't Judgment. I think it was the Judgment. Let's see. All right. And then you know what it does too? It has you saying things that have a little bit more power than you think, and persecuting and charging people, you know what I'm saying, and doing certain things that might, what do you call it? It might be actually creating some kind of flow of things, and you may be punishing people unknowingly with your words because you don't even know that people are using your very words in order to try to sink your ship. And when you're talking or doing something totally different, they're using this information in order to say, like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just sick of it. That's what source, I'm not just speaking what I'm just speaking right now. This is the energy that I feel right here. And and it feels like I'm just on some kind of like television show or something. And like nobody gonna say anything. They'll just let the whole thing, nobody gonna say, girl, listen, you know that this, it's weird. It's so weird. Ew, it's weird, y'all. It's weird. What am I doing? I just lost. Okay, yeah, it's the Judgment card, right? And then, we got the Red Cross. A lot of people want female Red Cross to come in. I be questioning. I still won't forget that one clip that came out a couple years ago when that older homeless man was sitting outside that building, and somebody said, why you didn't go to the Red Cross or I think it was the Red Cross. And he said, oh no, I went over there and they was killing people in there. Now I know this is, he said, it's not funny. The part is not funny, but I just couldn't believe what I was hearing and what I was seeing when he said it. And the reporter was like, oh, and he tried to like hide it or whatever. I'm just like, what the hell did he just say? It's just be stuff like that, y'all. And it's all alleged, but I just be like, what is you talking about? And why I gotta pay attention to stuff like that? Why I gotta be the siren? You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be the siren all the time. Dang, I want to have some good news sometimes too. Damn. Yeah, I think that this, like I said, some kind of judgment or something, right? So again, there's going to be a lot of people that are angry right now. And I just feel like, it's not even really my fault or nothing like that. And sometimes I feel like this is when all the credits is going to start running and, we're going to find out how funny this was and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I just say there's no way possible that nobody could be, what the message is that's coming to me right now. Like I said, it ain't no way possible nobody that damn crazy. Right? So it's almost like a big, horrible trick being played on somebody. Right? So again, it says, faithful. And I just think it's the new moon, the things that I read about, the blood moon, the things I read about the blood moon, and then it leading me here again, and realizing that we were just in 6, or we were just in Revelations 12, I think, and 7. 12 and 7, yeah, earlier. So, okay. So again, let's just stop. Okay, let's just stop. Let's calm down because I got out what I was thinking already at first. So we got the worst part out, right? Of what I'm just thinking. I know that ain't what they be trying to do because, you know, like I said, these people you better be paying attention. These people all up in your business. They all up in your phone. They listen to what your children doing, especially you people that homeschool, because this is all about control. And that's all I'm going to say at the end of the day. It's all about control. And you people that are homeschool and stuff, you better believe they paying real close attention to try to see exactly how you do things. So just in case, you know, to use it as a clutch or whatever. I think that and I'm not saying whatever, I'm just saying certain individuals, because we don't really know. You know, we usually find out, people or humanity usually find out what all has been done to them like 10 years after it already been done. So could you imagine going, like, not to say that this will happen, but I'm just saying that I'm trying to take it to like the most extreme level to just point out this point. Could you imagine, you know, because they were talking about something about, oh my goodness, I've screenshotted it. Calling these people some type of, that those children were coming from there and going to a place and they were waiting for some kind of something. It was some word that they were using, some term or something that they were using to describe the care that these children were going to go into of another person. And it made me think, could you imagine if some bitter person, right, tried to take, I'm going to tell you what it feels like. It feels as though someone is passed away or have left or died to society. You know what it's making me think about? Money in the grave. Yesterday, because it says something about God's plan here. So it made me think about that. Then money in the grave was the next thing. And it made me think about, again, an instance of something being concealed. And it's just bringing me up to this whole death thing, like I said lately. And I'm just trying to figure out what we're talking about. Okay? It's almost like somebody is taking children from you. You know, like, could you imagine if some kind of mean emperor or empress or something like that was jealous or whatever the whole time would come up with some plan and use the law? That's what I'm saying about letting this when it comes to law and legalese and letting these people too close to comfort when it comes to your freedom and what's going on with you and your children. It's already bad enough with the marriage certificate and what you signing over your rights right then and there. It's already bad enough, again, that the children actually do already belong, supposedly, to a certain extent to these forces. But could you imagine if you are supposed to be in a ruling leadership position, yet somebody else got into that position, and then what might make it seem like you got to bow down to them when maybe you even equal or maybe you even over them. Hold on 1 second, baby. And could you hold on 1 second? Because I'm recording something and I'm almost done. Just hold on 1 second. Hold on, don't do that. Just hold on 1 second. I'm almost done. And could you imagine, them trying to use their power or their authority or whatever? And that's what I'm saying about these people, who's really running things and who's really behind these things that are going on. What's the matter? Say something. Well, say something. Okay, just go use the bathroom real quick. Okay, because it looked like that's what you need to do. And I will be done by the time you're finished probably. Okay? So again, could you imagine, like I said, being in this... Okay, I'll get it. Just go use the bathroom. I see you have to use it. Yeah. And could you imagine, again, someone trying to make false accusations or them trying to look at your lifestyle and tell how you should raise it when you've seen the way that they behave when they get angry and you think who the hell would leave any of their children around this person? You know what I'm saying? It'd be things like that. And then you just wonder what if somebody got some kind of power or authority? And that's why I say people should just be careful about what they're okay with letting happen to other people. And could you imagine if these people are now not getting vetted when they're getting into certain positions, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, or killing and stealing their way to certain positions. And then, you know what I'm saying, now the whole country is being run by militias and mobs. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what is going on here? And then the people that are trying to be righteous or do things right, you know, the corporation, due to financial gain and all these other things or whatever benefits them, don't like the way that I talk. Somebody like me that talk would just because, I don't know, they just don't like it. And I wouldn't call myself somebody that's not, I mean, that's settling for less. If things mean more, then I think that we all have it twisted. If things mean more, I think this is where we've lost ourselves. I heard somebody upset about me saying just settle. It's not settling, no. It's nation building, actually, and it's actually better for the country to make our own stuff here. I mean, and things like this, of this nature. And put the money in American people's pocket and not foreign. I mean, that's just how, I mean, I know people might say it's look easier but then maybe we need to reconsider some of the things that we take for granted and some of the things that we think are important. All right. So let's see. All right. And I'm just saying, I'm nobody saying for a lifetime, honey. We saying just for a small amount of time. We're talking about for whatever time we can figure out, instead of just shoving something down our throats that we cannot even really fathom, this not being something that's going to be carried on. That we're not going to be signing some kind of something when we take that. It's almost like create the problem, whatever, reaction, solution. Create a problem, be the person to come in and give the solution, and then what? They're on your heads. So something doesn't seem right about this. Something doesn't, and so if there's a sacrifice, hey, again, many people have enough stuff already anyway, and like really, I mean, I'm just saying, possibly sign your children's future over to some other entity or some other country with some secret something inside of these bills and things like this, or would you just rather, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay? And nobody's saying forever, but till somebody can figure something, because this just came out of nowhere. I mean, maybe they knew about it for a long time, and that's what I'm saying. The government and the people are not on the same page. Never, it seems. We get to hear about it a couple of days. They say, oh, this bill we about to pass is a million words in the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And we got to figure out if, you know what I'm saying? So you really don't have no say-so, just like you don't have no say-so when it comes to who is going to be president. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with the electoral college or what. I mean, but it just seems as if you're not really choosing. And that, how are you choosing if, again, these selections have already just been given to you as if we said, handpicked and said, hey, this is who I want. No, they're already selected, well, elected, and we just select. I mean, it's just for popular something. It's really already known. Just like they know what's going on right now, but they will try to act like they don't know. Because they feel like they want to vet me or they want to do something or whatever. But that's beside the point. Okay? So again, yeah, I think that was it. Oh, let's finish here. Okay? They called loudly to the Lord and said, "Oh, sovereign Lord, holy and true, how long will it be before you judge the people of the earth for what they've done to us?" Now, I don't know who this is. Hold on. The fifth seal, I saw the altar, and underneath it, all the souls of those who had been martyred for preaching the word of God and for being faithful in their witnessing. They called loudly to the Lord and said, "O sovereign Lord, O Holy One and true, how long will it be before you judge the people of the earth for what they've done to us?" When will you avenge our blood against those living on the earth? So this sounds like two different things. It sounds like, wait a minute. What is that? The High Priestess card. Or was it the Hierophant? I don't know. Because I'm thinking this whole so-called black and white energy. I don't want to have to look for it. So it's almost like, you know, this is what some people are saying. And then some people are saying, what you know, this is a tough one. White robes are given to each of them, and they were told to rest a little longer until their other brothers, fellow servants of Jesus, had been martyred on the earth and joined them. Oh no. Is this the Battle of Armageddon? Hold on. Had been martyred on the earth and joined them. All right. And I watched as he broke the sixth seal, and there was a vast earthquake, and the sun became dark. Hold on. I did tell her I'm about to go, but let's just see. Do I still have an app? No, I'm gonna have to go like this. I just want to get something straight real quick. Let's see. Because maybe this will explain the energy, like I said, why it feels like, hold on. Okay. Y'all. All right. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Ooh, wee. Marti Red. Hold on. I'm almost done. I really am. I'm almost done. Marti Red. I'm just breaking down the word. Put to death as a punishment for adherence to some religious belief, especially Christianity. Okay, so again, they try to kill somebody because they Christians. So again, killing Christians or whatever. Okay. Martyr. Okay, so this is again so this is the indigenous people wanting to kill off people with some religious beliefs. Because they don't want the crown. So this goes back to the crown. It goes back to the crown. This is why they've been treating me the way they have, because again, it goes back to the crown. And they were scared that they would not have no kind of say-so or no kind of control. So they staged this whole thing here. This is just what it seemed like to me. I mean, we could be in, you know what I'm saying, whatever this is. This is what it seemed like. So they did what the Bible said, and they divvied up everything, you know what I'm saying, to take it as they whatever, okay? They divvied up everything. They maybe didn't think I would make it this far, right, in my spiritual journey, or Dorothy on the Damn Road, or Alice in Wonderland, right? And they put one bag, and put their coin in one thing, like it says. They cut off the head, right? And then they tried to build it. But then now it's time for that person to come and knock all the blocks down, right? And then get up on the throne. And then they just going to have to be bowing like all the knees are supposed to. And then that's what's supposed to happen. But before that happened, the governing force that left the people behind enemy lines is just waiting, because they really don't want it. And then again, they left out, and now Taliban or militia or these wild Indians, or some of them possibly, that again, it ain't about your color and it's not about your color, it's who you are. So again, I feel like all this time Source has allowed these people to be nasty and be like this, and to put me in this bubble, or to keep me in this energy here. So as soon as they try it, Because the thing is, this is the last thing that they wanted. And then to find out the person that you treated the worst out of everything is the actual one that's going to be that one. And just could you imagine if somebody was having so much fun torturing people and they were sitting on that throne, and then somebody else come because they've been pretending they the idols that been worshipped and been helping everybody turn against God. And could you imagine somebody, the 4 rivers that the ship been broken up when they broke the crown up in the 4, you know what I'm saying, then actually decided to just actually even leave the person out. They didn't even give the person the piece of the crown. Could you imagine that? I would be afraid too. I would be very afraid. So again, they want to kill, and like I told y'all before, I didn't know that this was what I was saying, but that they're trying to kill off all of the people that again would have been angels again of the Lord or whatever, or again, people, whatever. They want to kill off people like the people that I feel like I commune with telepathically, or again, the people, whatever. Because they've been using witchcraft, they've been using sorcery, they've been using their might, they've been using force to try to keep, again, some of the people. And then they want to talk about how, and again, some people might not like me and they might want to move away from me. But then maybe some people had, because of fear or because of some kind of dues or something, they had to move on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I wasn't operating properly. But again, at the end of the day, I think that that's what it's all about. I think it's all about them trying to kill and get rid of those who were connected to me in any kind of way, that might feel bad for me or might do something. Maybe that's what happened with the Millie. I don't know. Energy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's what it really was talking about. I had to unravel and undress everything to figure it out, because they just play too much and they talking cold, and it's just, right? But again, this could be some kind of legal death, right? Yeah, to renounce and I mean, if that's what they need to do, I mean, that's what they need to do. But you know, it's almost seemed like this is a demonic. It's making me think about the red dragon. It's making me think about a jealous bitch that is, you know what I'm saying, just mad about something, and so she's gonna try to use her might, and she's gonna use these things, and you know, cause trouble. What it says, trouble, anxiety, all these things, mindfulness. You know, put stuff on people's mind when people just chilling. You know what I'm saying? With these tools and with these things, dis-ease, calamities, misfortune, so you know, and so forth. Is, I mean, exactly what it sounds like, because it's just like, damn, nobody even allowed me to know that we already sitting on thrones here. I mean, I guess I knew it, but they're doing everything they can to make me doubt or make it, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. Like I said, ain't no turning back now. All right. So again, I guess it's just like I need to just, I mean, and it's almost like let them eat cake, right? So they didn't let all things go so bad on Biden's watch or whatever, but nobody's mentioning the fact of what's going on here. What needs to happen next? You know? So again, how long will it be before you judge the people? So again, it seems like so-called, you know, one group of people is saying, when are you gonna, you know, do this for what they done to us, right? Maybe taking land, maybe doing these things or whatever, and they've been acting as though they're me, or acting under my hand, or acting as if we're a collaborating group. And again, at this point in time, I can't stand these motherfuckers, so that ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't never had nothing to do with me. I think they just been using my name. I think what happened is there's some chaos. I think the whole chaos in the earthquake have something to do with the breaking up, and people saying, I ain't have nothing to do with that. You did this, you did it, what's been going on in the kingdom that they thought that they built, because again, the real crisis here and ready to reign. And so again, people got to figure out what they're going to do about it. So I just feel like that's what they have to do with. And now, after dissing and belittling and doing the things that they've been doing, and again, I think that there has been some positive something that happened in the background. I can't tell exactly, but I do think that there is. After all of that, but I'm saying within the certain, and it's funny because I feel like within the community is where they did the dirt to try to embarrass me or go into my privacy. Maybe even again at higher levels when it comes to the FBI or whatever. They talking about the story about somebody following somebody's into the bathroom. But again, that make me think that low key they're just admitting the fact that they probably have tapped people's bathroom, including mine, or have some kind of access to some kind of something in your home. All right. And again, they're saying, when will you avenge our blood? Okay. And white robes were given to them, each of them, and they were told to rest a little longer until their brothers and whatever came from were martyred on the earth. So again, this makes me think about cut off from the earth, right? This even make me think about cut off from the earth or killed, or because they want to get the earth energy, or they want to get that energy possibly by itself, right? Their fellow servants. So again, this is making me think new slaves. I don't know. And this is why a lot of these people in the community, especially I think some of the readers and stuff like that, the ones, not the ones that are legit and real, but the ones that are not, this is why they are talking against, I think, some of this, whether they know it or not. Is because, again, the joining of this means that a lot of them, with some of the things that they broke off into, is going to have to fall as well, because some of these people are also involved in whatever calamities and whatever reaping of the benefits or whatever that they thought they were getting. I watched as he broke the sixth seal, and there was an earthquake, and the sun became dark like black cloth. And again, I don't know if this has something to do with this, right? But I do see here, this card is the one I think is being talked about. So again, we can go ahead and just stop the whole nonsense with the fact that the tarot cards are evil and you can't use them and stuff, because I mean it's right up in here. Okay. Oh, where did it go? Nope, it's not none of these. Come on now. I just had it. Oh, I forgot I put these in here. Okay. Here. I don't know what this card is. What? Seven of Cups. Let's see. I wanted to read that one. And then I'm going to let y'all go because I think that's really all. Strange chalice of vision. Divinatory. Divinatory. Image of reflections, sentiments, things seen in the glass of contemplation. Okay. All right. So I don't know. That's just kind of like what that means or whatever. But, you know, I mean, it kind of make me think that somebody's trying to sell somebody some kind of story or something, right? An illusion. Oh, it made me think about an illusion just looking at the card or whatever. All right, and I'm trying to rush now, y'all, because I have to go. Okay, so again, when will you avenge us against those living on the earth? Okay. All right, I watched and broke the seal, and there was an earthquake, and the sun became dark, and then the stars of the heaven appeared to be falling to the earth. Okay. Like green fruit from fig trees, buffeted by mighty winds, and starry heavens disappeared. Okay. As though rolled up like a scroll and taken away, and every mountain and island shook and shifted. Okay, so I think this have to do with some commotion within the groups, the tribes, the collective, all this kind of thing. Okay, possibly. And again, I found like this huge pitchfork over by New York. I think, no, by the Ohio River. But I found some other things like some skulls and stuff like that, some large things or whatever. I was following the trail along the Ohio River, right? And I found somewhere between, what is it, Tennessee or something? I can't remember. I found like this Triton. You know what I'm saying? And it made me think about the Triton that was on that seal. You know, and it made me think about what kind of stuff could be going on. Because, you know, some people in these places know exactly where some of these old things are. And they said they found that old sword in the 900 years old or some shit like that in the ocean. So, again, it just made me think, made me think about the sword and the stone when I seen it. But, again, y'all know I like a good story. You know what I'm saying? Never Ending Story is my favorite movie. And The Dark Crystal, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing. So, right? So, again, the sun became black, okay? And the moon was a blood red, okay? So, there was a card. There was a card that I wanted. But again, y'all, I have to hurry. Then the stars of heaven appeared to be falling to the earth, okay, like the green. Okay, again, I think this already happened. The kings of the earth and the world leaders and the rich men and the high-ranking military officers and all the men, great and small, slave and free, hid themselves in the caves and rocks of the mountains. Again, maybe this was around even, you know, now, okay? And cried to the mountains to crush them. So again, this makes me think, like I said, about this whole energy of, again, someone has had already a full steam ahead. They have already been able to practice what they're going to do when they try to mow down some people, you know what I'm saying, in certain communities and everything. And I think that that's what it's talking about here. Okay. I think that they're all hiding because they're going to let somebody, but it's not going to be a fair fight. In my eyes, it's not going to be a fair fight because I feel like, again, you know, fall on us, they pleaded, and hide us away from the face of the one sitting on the throne, and from the anger of the Lamb. So again, this is a Kong and this is Kong and whatchamacallit, and Godzilla. Basically, this is the Venom. This is the red one versus the black one, right? Because the great day of their anger has come, and who can survive it? So again, I mean, one of these hoes then flipped their lid, right? And everybody just about to feel real stupid because they sat there and gave power to the beast. So silly. And that's just what I feel like it is. And I'm just like, I don't know. Source got me at this like calm at ease right now. Like whatever. And this could just be something, like I said, when it comes to, you know, trade or something, you know, it could have something to do with something like that. But they're going to find that they made a big mistake doing things the way that they did because of their own selfish reasons and because they wanted to keep pushing their narratives and their agendas. And I tried to warn them about the people that wanted these lands. And again, that's cool or whatever, like I said. But let's not sit there and act like the lands that they about to be getting back, if it got something to do with a patent, it's got something to do with the American Indians. You're wrong. That got to do with the other people that came over here way later and got that land from the government that took it from your ancestors. That's what we found out when we dug in. But they was mad. I got in trouble for putting that video up. So think about that. It'll be another 30 years or those generations that will come. And they made sure to give those people the heads up and give them the resources they need while they kept you distracted and used your gifts and ciphered information from you and did all these things. And those are the people, right, that now have accumulated a lot more. And they didn't even want to stop. They probably put their hands on some of the land of the holy ones. And in my case, you put your hands on any of it, is mine. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, what? That's why I've been the one that's been probed like this. This is why I've been the one that's been probed like this. But at the end of the day, Source is with me. And that's who has been guiding me. My angels, my guides, those people that some people want me to hate. And maybe they did do messed up stuff to me. But I do think, again, a lot of it have to do with the persuasion, like the Bible says, of some of these feminine energies. And again, maybe some of the jealousy of some of the masculine energies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even a culture shock, you know, for people thinking, damn, the Messiah gonna be a woman this time? You know what I'm saying? So again, I feel like that's the case. That's what Source is telling me. And because everybody has been trying to keep me so secluded and everybody or whatever. But again, it makes me think about the energy of God and that people couldn't touch God, or they couldn't come close to God. Maybe they will have to be immune already. Maybe we talking about something like that. Like you'll get sick. Like some of these people that possibly been trying to creep around. And wound up some kind of way. Because I'm wondering, they could have been done something. So what's going on? So I don't know. I've had to sit here and cipher through it in the 3D. It's only been me. So I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you think down below or whatever. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.